Hello, 600 Cbse children. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Today we are going to do video number 14, chapter 8, body movements. We are continuing the lesson body movement part 2. Now this body movement, yesterday we have learned it as what? First, what is locomotion? What is movement? Locomotion is the movement of animals from place to place in search of food, in search of shelter, and to get food. The need for animals' locomotion is to get food, to escape from danger or to escape from enemies or predators, then in search of shelter. I hope you understand. And then movement, what is it? Movement is body parts of plants and animals. Movements, they do not move from place to place. Only the body parts of the animals and plants will show movement. In plants, they do not move from place to place. Only thing, they show movements of their plant body as branches of stem, leaf, shoot system as such, opening of flower bud, and a movement. I hope you understand. Can I recollect this? So now these are movement in plants and animals, and locomotion it is movement of animals from place to place in search of food, to escape from enemies or predators or danger, and then to build nest or to have shelter depending on their climate. I hope you remember this. This we have learned, right? And then we are learning about skeletal system in man. We are just started. Now this skeletal system is functioning in coordination or interaction with the muscular system. We say body movements, and that movement is in coordination or interaction with the skeletal system and muscular system. I hope you remember this. Now this skeletal system in human, the major skeletal system, it is as axial skeleton, axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Yesterday we have learned axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Now this skeletal system, yesterday we have learned in that video 13, where you have in the screen skeletal system full over. I hope you have noticed that. But the diagram, hello, a diagram what you are learning for the subject. Okay. So now this is a skeletal system. I hope you understand. You could follow this. Where skull, rib cage, and then the center is the vertebral column. I repeat, skull, the rib cage, and this is vertebral column. Backbone and the vertebral column. These three constitute axial skeleton. What are skull, rib cage, and vertebral column. Now the skull, it is also known as cranium or brain box, where brain is enclosed. Now the rib cage, it is also known as chest cavity or thoracic cavity. Same way, vertebral column is also known as backbone. I hope you are listening. And then appendicular skeleton, where it is bones of the upper limb and lower limb. Bones of the upper limb and lower limb. I hope you understand. So now this now this skeletal system, as we know, first skull படிச்சிருக்கோம். Axial skeleton, it is formed of what? Skull or cranium or brain box, and then rib cage or thoracic cavity or chest cavity, and vertebral column or backbone. Then yesterday we have learned about skull. Now this is skull. இன்னைக்கு இந்த diagram எனக்கு கிடைச்சது அதனால காட்டுறேன். Now the skull, it is frontal lobe. This is frontal lobe, parietal, temporal, occipital. Okay. So now this is frontal. This one parietal. This is temporal. And here it is occipital. I hope you understand. Frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital. நான் மண்டையில் கை காமிக்கிறேன். இது வந்து frontal, parietal, இது temporal, occipital. I hope you understand. அதே மாதிரி ரெண்டு சைடும், so 8 bones. சரி? And these bones, they are joined to each other. That is called the suture. நெளிவாக இருக்கும் அந்த ஸ்கல்லில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, that is called suture. Okay. And then the skull bone is immovable except the lower jaw. இதுல maxilla upper jaw, mandible lower jaw. Right? So the skull is immovable except the lower jaw. Till that we have learned. I hope you remember that. Can you recollect this? Right? The next one, it is chest cavity or rib cage. This one, first skull position. Second one is rib cage or the thoracic cavity. The chest portion is there. That's rib cage. Right? Now this rib cage, there are 12 pairs of ribs. 12 pairs of ribs. Okay. Now these 12 pairs, as 1 to 7th pair, it is called true rib. Whereas 8th to 10th, it is called false ribs. And 11th and 12th pair, it is known as floating ribs. I hope you understand. Now this rib cage, there are 12 pairs of ribs. In that 1 to 7 pairs, they are true ribs. And 8th, 9th and 10th pair, they are called false ribs. And 11th and 12th pair, they are known as floating ribs. I hope you are listening. Now this rib cage, there is a center chest bone that is called sternum. Chest bone that is known as dagger bone. There is a center chest bone that is called sternum, otherwise the dagger bone. I hope you are listening. Now this chest bone, you see this diagram. Just a minute. See here, this is thoracic cavity or rib cage. Right? Can you see the center? The center that is called sternum. The கத்தி சோடு மாதிரி இருக்குல்ல, அதனால அது வந்து dagger bone சொல்லுவாங்க. சரி? Now this sternum there is a center. நம்ம செஸ்ட்ல இங்க தொட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நடுவுல தெரியும். அதுதான் dagger bone sternum. சரி. Now with this sternum, this 1 to 7th pairs, they are united. Can you see? That pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are united to this sternum. 1 to 7 pairs of ribs are united with, joined with the sternum. So that is called true ribs. Right? Whereas this 8, 9 and 10, this 8, 9 and 10, they are fused and then joining with the sternum indirectly. So it is called false ribs. I repeat, 8, 9 and 10, they are fused and then joined with the sternum. So it is called false ribs. Right? Whereas 11th and 12th pair, they are not fusing, they are just floating. That is known as another floating ribs. I hope you are listening. So I say the thoracic cavity or thoracic cage or chest cavity or rib cage is made up of ribs that are attached to a long flat bone in front of the chest called sternum. Spelling another STERNUM, sternum. I repeat, STERNUM, sternum. Now the ribs are also connected behind the thoracic region of the vertebral column. The thoracic cage encloses a space called thoracic cavity and it protects the heart and the lungs that are located inside the thoracic cavity. I hope you understand. Now there are 12 pairs of ribs. Each pair articulates in front, attachment. In front, the first 10 pairs are attached to the sternum, where the first 7 pairs are directly attached to the sternum and they are called true ribs. Now the cartilages of 8, 9 and 10th ribs are fused and attached to the sternum indirectly. So they are called false ribs. I hope you are listening. And then the 11th and 12th pairs, they are not attached to the sternum. So they are called floating ribs. I hope you follow. So this is for the thoracic cavity or thoracic cavity kennalam peru? Thoracic cavity, chest cavity, rib cage or thoracic cage. I hope you understand. How many pairs of ribs are there? There are 12 pairs of ribs. What is sternum? Sternum is a chest bone present in front where the ribs are attached. Now these ribs 1 to 7 pairs, I am repeating, 1 to 7 pairs, they are directly attached to the chest bone or the sternum. The bone and the chest bone. Right? Then the bones 8, 9 and 10, they are fused and then attached to the sternum. So this is indirect attachment. So it is called false ribs. I hope you follow. And then bones of the ribs 11th and 12th pair, they are not attached to the sternum. So they are called floating ribs. I hope you follow. So this is for the thoracic cavity or chest cavity. Right? Now next one, what we are seeing. 1 minute. In the book rib cage. 12 pairs of ribs are there. sternum, ribs, and then these 8, 9, 10 pairs, they are actually cartilage. Bone and cartilage. We say there are 206 bones. Yeah. In human, there are 206 bones. In that, when the newborn child will be having around 300 bones. But when the child grows into adult slowly, all these, most of the smaller bones, they are fused, and totally an adult human will have 206 bones. I hope you remember that. So now in this bone, all the 200 bones are not very hard in nature. Normally, these bones are solid, very hard, and internally it is having a spongy substance called bone marrow. Bone marrow, where the blood cells are produced. Erythrocytes are red blood corpuscles, leukocyte or white blood corpuscles, and platelets. Yeah. So these blood cells are produced by bone marrow, right? And some flexible bones are present. Tender, soft, flexible bones are present in few parts of the human body. They are called cartilage. Where nose tip, so it is the nose tip, then ear, pinna of the ear, and then in the portion konjam. These are called cartilage. I hope you remember this. Same way, here is 8, 9 and 10 bones. They are cartilaginous in nature. Right? And this rib cage playing a major role in breathing mechanism. Respiration in organism, mechanism of breathing. During inhalation, the external intercostal muscle will contract, increasing the volume of this thoracic cavity. Same way, during exhalation, this external intercostal muscle in the ribcage muscles coordination of muscular and skeletal systems. I hope you follow. So that will contract external intercostal, internal intercostal muscle will contract during exhalation. That is what this thoracic cage is taking part in movement. That is the main function. I hope you understand this. Yes, sir. So now we come across a term here. We come across a term locomotion. We come across the term locomotion, and then thoracic or rib cage, right? And then sternum, and then sternum. Sternum is a chest bone. Sternum is the chest bone. I hope you understand. Next, we are going to say vertebral column. We are going to learn about vertebral column. Are you clear? Spelling for vertebral column. Go through the spelling. Can you? Sternum, spelling. Go through spelling for sternum. S-T-E-R-N-U-M. Sternum. Can you? Right. Now this vertebral column, again in human, this vertebral column, there are 33 vertebrae. In vertebral column, there are 33 vertebrae. Vertebral column, vertebra singular, vertebrae plural. There are 33 vertebrae where this vertebral column, it is classified into, classified into cervical. It is as classified into cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and coccygeal. Cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and coccygeal. It is as 7, 12, 5, 5, 5. What do you understand? This vertebrae, backbone, it is formed of 33 vertebrae, vertebra singular. Now these vertebrae, it is normally as S-shaped structure. They have coccygeal buttocks, right? And then this neck portion, it is cervical, and then thoracic, lumbar, sacral, coccygeal. Right? So the number of bones: cervical 7 vertebrae, then thoracic 12 vertebrae, lumbar 5 vertebrae, sacral 5 vertebrae, and coccygeal 4 vertebrae. But in human, these coccygeal, all the 4 fuse to form a more or less single bone. That is coccygeal vertebrae. I hope you understand. So this is as this vertebral column has natural S-shaped curve. It helps to support weight of the body, and the vertebral column consists of 33 vertebrae that can be grouped into 5 sets. As we said now, cervical 7 vertebrae, thoracic 12, lumbar 5, sacral 5, coccygeal 4. Right? The 5 sacral bone joined together to form one bone called the sacrum. The 5 sacral bone joined together to form one bone that is called sacrum. Right? Again, the 4 coccygeal bone fused together to form another bone called coccyx. Right? So the total number of vertebrae added up to 26 only. We say 33, but it is as 26. Right? We'll just continue. We'll continue. We are talking about vertebral column. Yeah. Now this vertebral column, as we know, as I said just now, there are 33 vertebrae. I repeat, as cervical 7 bones, thoracic 12 bones, lumbar 5 bones, sacral 5 bones, and coccygeal 4 bones. Right? Where this sacral, all the 5 bones united to form as a single bone that is called the sacrum. Same way, coccygeal bone fused to form coccyx. I hope you understand. So totally 12 plus 7, 19, 24, 25, 26. These are considered as single bone. So totally 33 vertebrae, but there are only 26 bones. In 26 bones, 5 sacral, single bone, 4 coccygeal, single bone. Are you clear? So now this vertebral column, each vertebral column, it is formed of single vertebra. So now that vertebra, that single vertebra, just a listen, this single vertebra is having a structure as this vertebrae, they are arranged like this. இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். நடுவில் ஒரு ஓட்டை, இங்கே 3 ப்ரொஜெக்ஷன். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி வரிசையை ஒன்று above the other. சரி, ஸோ நான் இங்கே துருத்தல் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அதுதான் நம்ம முழுவில் தொட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும். ரைட். ஸோ now we say this typical vertebra, நான் கலர் காட்டுறேன். This typical vertebra is having a centrum. Right? And then these are called lateral or transverse processes. These are as lateral or transverse process. I hope you understand. That is a solid centrum. What I am holding, it is centrum. This is the monoprojection. These 3 projections are transverse process. Right? So in the centrum, one above the other, there is a hole through which spinal cord is passing on. Through the hole, spinal cord is passed on. I hope you understand. Cranium or the brain box will enclose the brain, and continuation of the brain is the spinal cord that is enclosed by the vertebral column. அப்ப இந்த vertebral column வழியா spinal cord வந்து உள்ள நுழைஞ்சிருக்கும். I hope you follow. That is why this vertebra, these vertebrae, structure தெரியுதா? These vertebrae somewhat S-shaped curve. Right? Now the sacrum, all the 5 united form a single semicoccygeal and the tail portion, buttocks portion la. அதுவும் united to form a single bone. The nadu வழியா இந்த what is that? Sorry. The center area, this spinal cord is passing on. I hope you follow this. So now we say the vertebral column or backbone is the central part of the skeletal system. Vertebral column or the backbone is the central part of the skeletal system. All the other bones in the body are connected directly or indirectly to the backbone. All other bones are directly or indirectly are connected to the bones. Right? The vertebral column is made up of many small vertebrae that are placed one above the other. Right? The vertebral column, there are many small vertebrae, 33 chilukella, that is. They are placed one above the other. Tough cartilage is present between the vertebrae to cushion them and absorb shock. Now we say the in between vertebral column, the rendu unnu ukandukadhu illaya, adha due to this tough cushion shaped cartilage. Then this helps us to twist our body from side to side, bend, stretch and look over our shoulder. இதில் தான் ஏதாவது தேய்மானம் சொல்லுங்க. As the age pass on, if any vertebral disc வந்து இந்த தேஞ்சிட்டுனா due to aging, people will be suffering from back pain. Right? Now this helps us to twist our body from side to side, bend, stretch and look over our shoulder. A human body has 33 vertebrae at birth, but some of them fuse. So adult will have 26 vertebrae. I hope you are listening. Now each vertebra has a hole or cavity in the middle, and the spinal cord, which is a bundle of nerves connected to the brain, runs through this cavity. The backbone protects the spinal cord from damage. I hope you are listening. The curved shape of the backbone and the cartilages between the vertebrae prevent the shocks to the head when we walk or run. If the vertebral column is formed of single bone, ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது. Person cannot stand erect at all. Is it not? So only this 33 vertebrae, that too the curved shape of the backbone and the cartilage between the vertebrae prevent shocks to the head when we walk or run. I hope you understand. Let's go through panna. Spelling part. Main spelling தெரியும். சரி? தெரியும்? Just spelling படி. Sacrum spelling. Have you? S-A-C-R-U-M, sacrum. Repeat. S-A-C-R-U-M, sacrum. Repeat. S-A-C-R-U-M, sacrum. Then coccyx. C-O-C-C-Y-X. Repeat. C-O-C-C-Y-X. Coccyx. I hope you understand this. So this is for vertebral column. Are you clear? Now we say one நிமிஷம் இதுல என்ன பார்த்தாங்க. Rib cage. ஒரே நிமிஷம். Thorax. Functions of backbone நம்ம புக்ல இருக்கு. இந்த புக்ல இருக்கு. Functions of skull, functions of backbone. என்னெல்லாம் தெரியும்? Functions of backbone. Backbone acts as a central support of the body. Along with the hip girdle, it helps us in standing upright and provides support during locomotion, and it protects the spinal cord. இது vertebral column on the backbone. சரி, skull function என்னது? Can you say? The skull encloses the brain and protects it from injury. Note பண்ணிக்கோ. Skull encloses the brain and protects it from injury. The eye sockets of the skull provide support and protection to the eyes. And the lower jaw enables chewing of the food and talking. சரி, then backbone தான் இப்போ சொல்லியாச்சு. Right? Now rib cage என்ன சொல்லுவே? It protects the lungs, heart and major blood vessels. Rib cage protects the lungs, heart and major blood vessels. I hope you understand. How many pairs of ribs in human? There are 12 pairs of ribs. How many vertebrae in human? There are 33 vertebrae, but in adult it is as 26, as sacrum and coccygeal bones are united. Will you say that? Sacrum and coccygeal bones, they are united separately as single bone. I hope you follow. So this is for the axial skeleton. Axial skeleton. What are the skull, rib cage or thoracic cavity and vertebral column. That includes another. That includes axial skeleton. Are you clear? So now just see the spelling. Vertebral column. Vertebral column as vertebrae. It is cervical, spelling para cervical, thoracic, spelling para cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum and coccyx. So 7, 12, 5, 1, 1 I hope you follow. Next we'll move on to appendicular skeleton. We are moving to appendicular skeleton, where we have appendicular skeleton where it is as pectoral girdle. It is as pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle and bones of the upper limb and pelvic girdle and bones of the lower limb. I hope you are listening. Bones of the upper limb, pectoral girdle and bones of the lower limb with the pelvic girdle. Right? Now this pectoral girdle, it is formed of two bones. This is clavicle and scapula. Clavicle and scapula. This clavicle is the collar bone. Clavicle on the collar bone. Clavicle on the collar bone. In the bone சொன்னேன்ல இதுல இருக்கே தொட்டு காட்டுங்க. இந்த bone தான் clavicle. சரியா? நான் இந்த போர்ஷன் தொட்டு காட்டுறேன் பாருங்க. இந்த போர்ஷன் தான் scapula. I hope you follow. Scapula இங்கே இருக்கும், முதுகுல இருக்கும். Right? And this is pectoral girdle. Right? And then it is having a cavity, deep cavity that is called glenoid cavity or glenoid fossa. Glenoid cavity or glenoid fossa, into which the upper arm is getting fitting in. Into which the upper arm is fitting in. I hope you follow this. So I say pectoral girdle, it is formed of collarbone or clavicle, the rod-shaped bone. The rod-shaped bone, the clavicle or collarbone. And then the chest is like the flat bone, that is scapula. Right? In the rendu join eye, idukulla cavity. That is called glenoid fossa or glenoid cavity. Right? And this is fitting into that. This upper arm is getting fitting into this glenoid cavity. I hope you follow. Then we come across another term called the joint. Joint where two bones meet. Joint is the place where two bones meet. And these two bones, they are joined each other with the help of ligament. With the help of ligament. So now we say the bone of the upper arm is fitting into this glenoid fossa that is forming a joint. And this is called ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. This ball is in the ball fitting into this cavity, forming a cup shape as a socket. So this is called ball and socket joint. I hope you follow. So now bones of the upper limb and pectoral girdle bones another clavicle or collarbone and scapula. Now what is glenoid cavity? A cup shaped cavity formed of this pectoral girdle is glenoid cavity. I hope you understand. Now this is forming pectoral girdle and bones of the upper arm. Now this bones of the upper limb, it is as humerus, radius and ulna. And then carpals on wrist. Then metacarpals on palm. Okay, and then phalanges on fingers or digits. I hope you follow. Now this upper arm, this is called humerus. Upper arm, this is upper arm on humerus, right? And then this bone, in the bone here, this is the forearm. Upper arm or forearm with the two bones, radius and ulna. This is upper arm or humerus. This is forearm on with the two bones, radius and ulna. And then this portion is the wrist. This is the wrist. And then this is palm. The palm this is palm. And then these are phalanges, fingers. I hope you understand. Now these phalanges, there are 12 bones. In the phalanges, there are 12 bones. Everyna thumb 2, middle 3. 1, 2, 3, 3 bones. So 4 3s are 12, 16. I hope you follow. So this have each 3 thumb 2 bones. I hope you understand. So this is called pectoral girdle and bones of the upper arm. Bones of the upper arm a long rod-shaped bone called upper arm or humerus, ending in the mutti அது பேரு olecranon process. The முட்டிக்கு பேரு olecranon process. இதெல்லாம் நம்ம புக்ல இல்ல தெரிஞ்சுக்கோ. Right? Olecranon process and then radius and ulna. Now this radius and ulna, there are 2 bones. நீ கையை இப்படி வச்சேனா these 2 bones will stay parallel to each other. Whereas நீ கையை நீட்டினேனா it will overlap. ஒண்ணுக்கு மேல ஒண்ணு உட்கார்ந்துக்கும். சரியா? What I say, radius and ulna, when you move up towards you, it runs parallel to each other. பக்கத்துல இருக்கும். நீ நீட்டினேனா it overlaps. ஒண்ணு மேல ஒண்ணு overlap பண்ணி இருக்கும். எது radius and ulna. radius and ulna innone it is forearm. So now this humerus ending in olecranon process muttu and then adoda continuation radius and ulna. And then wrist. The wrist, this wrist is called carpals and there are 8 bones. Wrist is formed of 8 bones, 2 rows of 4 each. 4 8, 2 rows 4 bones. So 2 rows of 4 each. That is carpals, right? And then metacarpals in the angle, அது வந்து metacarpals on palm. Okay, and the phalanges or fingers or digits. There are 5 fingers or 5 phalanges. And these 5 phalanges, they are as 3 small bones in 4 fingers, 2 small bones in the thumb. I hope I am clear. And this movement in forelimb and hind limb, upper limb, the upper limb and lower limb, we can move towards you. பின்னாடி போனா கை உடைஞ்சிடும் இல்லையா? ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி பண்ண முடியும், பின்னாடி பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ it allows onward direction. It allows movement in only one direction. I hope you follow. So this is for bones of the upper limb. So what are the technical terms we have learned? Spelling படிக்கணும் இல்லையா? நம்ம 6th standard ஸ்லோவாக போகிறோம் இல்லையா? ஸ்லோவாக படிக்கிறதுக்கு you should know the spelling. I hope you follow. என்னெல்லாம்? Pectoral girdle, glenoid fossa, clavicle, scapula, humerus, radius and ulna, carpals or wrist. So this video session number 14 we have learned thoracic cavity, rib cage with 12 pairs of ribs. Repeat பண்றேன். 12 pairs of ribs as true ribs, false ribs and floating ribs. Semi-vertebral column, there are 33 vertebrae as cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum and coccyx. I hope I am clear. 7, 12, 5, 1, 1. தூக்கத்தில் கேட்டால் உனக்கு தெரியும். 7, 12, 5, 1, 1. இது ஆக்சுவலாக 5 4 but they are fused together as single bone separately, right? And then we are talking about pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle is bones of the pectoral girdle and bones of the upper limb. Pectoral girdle has collarbone or clavicle, rod-shaped collarbone on the clavicle and the scapula. And then we are talking about glenoid cavity or glenoid fossa, where the upper arm is getting fitting into that, and that is called ball and socket joint. A joint is a place where 2 bones meet and they join together with the help of ligament. I hope you understand. Then we are learning about humerus, bones of the upper leg, humerus or upper arm, then forearm, radius and ulna. Upper arm ends with olecranon process, and then carpals on wrist with the 8 bones, metacarpals 5 bones, that is palm, and phalanges or fingers. I hope you understand. This is our video number 14. I hope you have understood. In the details la nama book la illai, so please go through that. Konja pass pannunga video paare. You should know the spelling and all the bones, names of the bones you have to understand and learn the spelling. We'll continue in the next video session. Have a nice day. Have a good day. Thank you.